All right, I got to ask you about this because it's hometown shit. Half Pint, right?
Okay.
And shout out Lil Ronnie. Lil Ronnie said you didn't give him his verse back.
What?
He sent you a verse for his album,
God.
for Baldy too.
Well, I forgot. But you know what? But you know what, Ronnie? You didn't send me my verse back either from 2019.
Oh, shit.
Love ya.
Man, go get that. Anyway, HalfPintFilmz, right? Pioneer, everybody knows him. What is y'all's relationship now? You know what I'm saying? Is it
Same thing.
Gotcha.
Same thing. He still calls. I gotta go do behind the bars. I told him when I get ready to drop my project, I'm gonna stop by, do that. But yeah, I came to his birthday party, I think the year before last. I came to his birthday, and then I seen him last year a couple times. But yeah, me and Pint, same relationship, same thing. Me, all of them. Papa Ron, Stretch, Ronnie, JB, the whole clique. We still all tight. But I mean, I just don't see him often because, you know, I be traveling. But when I come here, yeah, we always gonna eat.
Half Pint versus Carl Crawford? I don't know if there's something there.
What?
But we asked him about why don't you just get with somebody like Pint, right, who finds all his talent.
He don't want to pay nobody. That's why. Pint ain't going for that. Pint is one of the biggest faces of Dallas. He's not going for that.
Right.
So when Carl start paying people, maybe people will start walking over there. Because right now it's real quiet.
Why do you think like no big record label has come to Pint and just put a bag in his hand to? He's obviously finding dope talent. He done found I could name at least 5, 6.
Yeah. I feel like Pint hasn't maybe just looked for that. And when I say maybe he hasn't looked for that, I mean maybe he's comfortable in his craft.
Gotcha.
You know, he's so good at what he does. People call him every time they come to the city. We all know him. So maybe he's in a place in his life where he doesn't care to do that. Because, you know, when you get with a label, you got to listen. You got to get up when they say get up. You got to work with who they want you to work with. And, you know, maybe he doesn't want that authority over him, which I understand. Right. So, you know, if he would rather be by himself and keep all his money, shit, keep doing it by yourself.
Wait, so are you doing all this independent?
Huh?
Are you doing this independently right now?
Absolutely.
Damn.
Absolutely. I have that.
So you making these type of moves, Dolo?
Damn, what I been doing? Y'all been looking what
No,
I
I'm
been
saying
doing?
you've been making moves. Like, I'm saying we see Erica Banks everywhere all the time. You know what I'm saying? So for
oh
you
my
to
God,
do
that's gonna make me cry, y'all, for real. Oh my God.
I'm saying that's live. I mean, I know your mama's here. Shout out Mama Banks.
Yeah, Mama always been here.
But who's on the team helping you make these moves like this?
So I have a distribution deal
Got you.
with Create Music Group.
I heard about them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great company. So they treat me well over there. You know, that's who I'm with right now, distributing my project. So yeah, Create doing their thing on the market side. So big shout out to Create. We love it. We love Create.
Still thinking you signed to a major or something the way you moving.
No.
Shade Room be, boy.
Bruh, Shade Room, shout out to Shade Room. I love Shade Room. I love them. They gonna make sure if they don't do nothing else, they gonna post me once every 3 months. I'm like, okay, cool,
We can't forget about Erica, no time.
We can't forget about it.
They won't even let you. So what's the all right, let's give some game to the artists right now. So like, let's say we got new artists in the city, right? Mm-hmm. They doing their thing. Should they even look to go to a label, or should they do some shit like Create or Empire, or like what's the new formula now?
I would say now in 2025, especially with experience, if you are an independent artist right now, I will go for distribution.
Got you.
And I know a lot of artists think, no, I need to go big label so I can get the money, so I can get the look, so I can get the stylist and the this and the that. That'll come. Right. You know, but for instance, if I knew then what I know now, I would have stayed independent and gone distribution first.
When you say that, what do you mean? It sounds like you found, it sounds like you cracked the code or something.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is if I knew in 2020 that being an independent artist was the better move, I would have gone with that. But I didn't know. I was new. I just wanted to be on. You know, like we all do it at some point. But being an independent artist, you get to keep all your money. You don't have to listen to anybody. Pick up the phone when you want to. And you just pretty much run your own schedule and your own life. With the label, it's not like what people make it seem like all the time, because my situation wasn't a situation where I was locked down. I couldn't do anything. It can be like that sometimes though, but you just kind of take your chance. It's like a gamble, you know? So
you being in the industry, you don't have to name any names. What's one of the worst stories you've heard about somebody being signed to a major?
The worst story. Okay, the worst story I've seen, I'll say, because I haven't heard, but I've seen. The worst story I've seen is an artist being locked in a deal for over 5 years. And we all know this artist too. It's crazy. And I watched it year by year. I watched it. I love this artist. I watched it. They was complaining all the time. Fans were complaining. Yeah, I was complaining. And once this person finally got out of that deal, now she's everywhere. Even today. Like modernly, like recently, everywhere. And I feel like she was able to finally become herself once she was freed. I feel like when you come out of a deal, you're not the same person you were when you went in, you know, so.
I gotta ask you about, you see Drake fighting UMG to basically saying that they try to diminish his value so that he couldn't sign for the same amount. Do you think labels play that type of dirty? Like, we know Erica got one album left, we're gonna put all this dirt on her, we're gonna diminish her value just to re-sign her for less than what we would have signed her for.
I will say I don't put anything past the industry. It's not a friendly place. You know, it's not a friendly place. And you have to come into the industry knowing what you want, what you don't want, and what you're not willing to do. So I will definitely say I do believe that could be a thing. I don't wish that on anybody. But yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, the industry is not here to be a friend. It's here to just teach you about life and teach you about shit that you probably ain't even know about. Just pray, pay attention, and just understand what you're doing, is what I would say.
So in 2025, is there anything that the labels are really doing that you can't do on your own or learn on your own? Or
I mean, if we're gonna speak the obvious, I mean, most artists don't have $250,000 to put behind one song.
For sure.
Yeah. Because $250,000 was put behind Bussy. It's now multi-platinum. But that's what it costs, you know? And in every case, it might not cost that. Radio budget, $30,000 for the basic. You know? So things like that. But other than the money, outside of the money, I feel like you can do everything else as a normal person besides these big lump sums of money.
How do you feel about artists signing to other artists or signing to individuals that really want to be artists themselves?
In 2025, I don't think that's smart. I think that was cool 5 years ago. Times were different 5 years ago. You know, now the entertainment world is more about every man for themselves. You know, it's more like that now. And it's always been like that, but it's more like that now. So I wouldn't recommend signing to an artist, even if it's your favorite artist in the whole wide world. I would not sign to them because they might wake up tomorrow and say, hey, I'm focusing on my shit for the next 2-3 months. I don't know what you gonna do, but you know, it could be like that. So I wouldn't want to put my life in the hands of one person, you know? So yeah.
Real life.